Hi guys, what's up? I want to talk to you a little bit about Beauty and the Beast. It's not a terrible movie by any means. I think that this is a dangerous time we're living in where everything is a remake and everything is sort of like reimagined. And I think when you take a children's property like this, like a Disney classic, and make it sort of more mature, you skew your audience base because like, I don't know if I'd really bring a small child to this movie just because of some of the themes in it. And the themes in this movie are not subtle or like, oh, maybe the kids wouldn't catch it. I think kids catch a lot more than we think. The CGI on the Beast was sort of medium, but I think that was because they were trying not to make him like too ferocious or scary for children audiences. Because I know they could do better CGI than that. Because no, that's not, don't tell me that's state of the art. Another issue I have with the film is it's queer baiting. Like, I was told this was going to be like Disney's first openly LGBT character. So I was like, oh, I'm excited to see what's going on. I did hear some things. I tried to keep some of that stuff at bay because, again, I wasn't going to see it. But when I saw this movie, LeFou, the character, it isn't subtle. It's very overt. It isn't revolutionary. It's very dangerous. The chubby boy in high school liking the straight football jock, who it's never going to happen with. I think that hinders the LGBT community because that begins to foster a bit of homophobia. Well, newsflash, I'm a gay guy and I would much rather spend my time courting and liking a guy who could actually like me back, not just some, you know, fantasy. I think we've gone way, way, way past that, and we should have be seeing that reflected in films. I don't believe that this story had anything to do with Beauty and the Beast. I don't think that it belonged there, and since they were going to tackle it, I expected them to tackle it a little bit better, with a little bit more care, a little bit more grace. I understand that Bill Condon is gay, and he's the director. Even the guy who played Gaston is gay. Any true member of the LGBT community would not feel right about doing this kind of portrayal, which is very flamboyant. It's very over the top, and it's very detrimental to the community. It's propaganda. It's not progressive. It's not, wow, this is the new age. Wow, this is inclusion. I'm not a part of the demographic that wants inclusion by any means necessary. You know, you realize that this past election was made up, well, made up by a lot of things, but part of it was Middle America, and Middle America's exposure to the homosexual community, to African Americans. The extent of it is really film and television and movies like this. So when you see this movie, oh, gay guys, will they ever learn? That's kind of like the feeling I got towards it, and I was like, no. That's what I feel like LeFou does in this movie. He makes a mockery of the LGBT community. Yikes. I really hope that we begin to see more fully realized characters, and if we don't, fine. I'd rather see nothing than see bullshit like this. And don't piss on me and call it rain, because don't tell me, wow, this is a revolutionary, this is a movement, this is great, you should be excited, and then you give me that. Don't tell me I should be excited for that. Don't. Because even if you don't agree with me, he is used in the film, if you've seen it, or when you see it, he is used in the film as comic relief. And even his, like, advances towards him or whatever are used as a comic relief. And I just don't think it's funny. I think it's very sad. I think it's very crippling for LeFou. And that's not an example I want to set for future generations of the LGBT community. And that's not how I want to educate people about what kind of person I am. When people may not know me, may be ignorant to it. I don't want them to see a character like that and be like, oh, that's all gay guys do, pine after straight guys. I'm too much of a catch to worry about some straight guy. And I think a lot of the LGBT community feel that way. And so I was very, very disappointed with Beauty and the Beast. So that's my score. The movie itself, I was falling asleep. I mean, Audra McDowell, like, what a phenomenal actress and what a bullshit part. She was so goofy the whole movie. And also I think it was a missed opportunity for Ewan McGregor, Ian McKellen, Audra McDowell, Stanley Tucci, to not be seen in their human form at the beginning of the film. That way there's a bit of a payoff. I know that the cartoon kind of does that, but like, I thought, it just was a mess. It was just a mess. And I was really just so disheartened by the whole LeFou thing that I was kind of checked out for the rest of it, because that's how much it hurt me. And that's how much queer baiting hurts, because you're trying to get movie tickets off of people wanting to see this inclusion that you promised us that just isn't there. So that's my thoughts on Beauty and the Beast. I promise to go see something that I like. That way I'll have a more positive review. But I love you guys. Make good choices. Now you know.